Hello and welcome, wonderful members of the Elderly Stories community. It's a pleasure to have you join us today. Have you ever wondered if the secret to a long and vibrant life might be simpler than we often think? Imagine reaching 100 years, old, still active and engaged. It might sound extraordinary, but for Japan's oldest practicing doctor, it was a reality. He lived well past a century, continuing to see patients not through complicated regimens or countless pills, but by embracing simple, consistent food choices. Every single day, before he passed away, this remarkable doctor shared the wisdom he lived by. Today, we're going to explore his approach, principles that could help enhance your own energy, digestion, and mental clarity, especially after 60. As we begin, we'd love for this to be a conversation. If you find insights like these valuable for navigating healthy aging, perhaps give this video a like and consider subscribing to Elderly Stories so you don't miss future discussions. Now, tell us in the comments, have you heard about the long lives of people in Okinawa, Japan before? Let us know with a 1 for yes or a 2 for no. Let's delve into these life-enhancing habits together. Let's start with something fundamental: how much we eat. In many Western cultures, feeling completely full is often the goal of a meal. We're encouraged to clean our plates, perhaps seeing larger portions as better value. But in Okinawa, Japan, a place renowned for its many healthy centenarians, the perspective is quite different. They practice a concept called hara hachi bu. This translates roughly to eat until you are 80% full, just 80% and then stop. Why is this seemingly small adjustment so powerful? Eating just a bit less reduces the excess calorie load on your body. It can help lower inflammation, lessen oxidative stress on your vital organs, and support maintaining a healthy weight without resorting to strict dieting. Research, including findings from the National Institute on Aging, has even linked moderate caloric restriction to longer lifespans and improved metabolic health. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, the long-lived Japanese physician we mentioned, truly embodied this principle. He championed eating lightly and slowly, suggesting we leave the table feeling just slightly unsatisfied. He credited this practice for his sustained energy and clarity well into his 90s and beyond. Consider Helen, 68. Like many of us, she grew up with the message, "Don't waste food." This led her to always finish everything on her plate, even when she no longer felt hungry. Over time, she noticed increasing sluggishness, afternoon fatigue, and restless sleep. Discovering hara hachi bu, she started pausing midway through her meals, consciously asking herself, "Am I truly still hungry, or am I just eating out of habit?" The results were remarkable. More energy, improved sleep, less bloating, and surprisingly, a greater enjoyment of her meals. Here's something you can try. Perhaps even tonight, eat a little more slowly. Take a breath between bites. Tune into your body's signals. When you feel about 70–80% full, pause. Consider stopping there. Does the idea of stopping before you're completely full resonate with you? Comment 3 if yes, or 4 if it sounds challenging. Mastering how much you eat is just the first step. Next, let's explore what to eat, focusing on protein sources favored in Japan that might surprise you. Let's talk about protein. It's absolutely essential for maintaining strength, helping our bodies recover, and supporting healthy aging. However, a common misconception, especially in the West, is that protein primarily means meat. While meat certainly provides protein, the Okinawan population, among the longest living people on Earth, tells a different story. Much of their protein intake doesn't come from beef, pork, or even chicken. It comes from plants, particularly soybeans. Think of tofu, miso, fermented soybean paste, natto, fermented soybeans, and edamame, young soybeans. These aren't occasional foods, they are daily staples in the Japanese longevity diet. Why is this significant? Soy-based foods offer complete plant protein. They contain isoflavones, compounds linked to reduced inflammation and better heart health. They are rich in prebiotic fiber, which nourishes the beneficial bacteria in your gut. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition connected regular soy intake with potential benefits like lower LDL, bad cholesterol, better bone density, and a reduced risk of age-related cognitive decline. Dr. Hinohara himself reportedly ate tofu almost daily. He believed it contributed to keeping his arteries healthy and his digestion running smoothly, even late in life. Now, let's meet Frank, 73. He had always been wary of soy, perhaps due to misinformation he'd encountered. But after learning about Japanese centenarians, he decided to experiment. Twice a week, he replaced his usual red meat meal with a simple tofu stir-fry, adding vegetables like bok choy, garlic, and ginger. It was light yet satisfying. Within 3 weeks, he noticed positive changes. His blood pressure readings improved, some joint discomfort eased, and he no longer felt the need for afternoon naps. The key takeaway here isn't necessarily to eliminate meat entirely, but to embrace balance. Consider incorporating more plant-based proteins like lentils, black beans, chickpeas, or tofu into your weekly meals. Even starting with just twice a week can make a difference. Have you tried incorporating more beans or tofu into your meals recently? Share a 5 if you have, or a 6 if you're thinking about it. Up next, we'll uncover a powerful health-promoting food category often overlooked in the West, yet consumed daily in Japan, particularly in the morning. Let's explore one of Japan's quiet but potent secrets to longevity. It's not found in a pill or a fancy supplement. It's rooted in tradition, often served warm and gentle and brimming with life. Fermented foods. Dr. Hinohara often began his day with a humble bowl of miso soup. For him, it was more than just comfort food. It was a daily ritual for well-being. Miso, natto, traditionally pickled vegetables, like sauerkraut or kimchi's cousins, and even fermented seaweed are staples in the Okinawan diet. What makes them so beneficial? They are teeming with live probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support a healthy gut microbiome. They contain digestive enzymes that help your body break down nutrients more effectively. Many also possess anti-inflammatory compounds that can benefit your brain, joints, and immune system. While probiotic supplements are popular in the West, consuming actual fermented foods offers a unique synergy. The combination of the whole food matrix, along with the diverse living microbes, often delivers benefits that isolated supplements may not fully replicate. Consider Claire, 70. For years, she struggled with bloating, digestive irregularity, and a feeling of heaviness after meals. She tried various fiber powders, enzyme supplements, and different probiotic pills, but relief was elusive. Then, a friend introduced her to authentic miso paste. Claire started simply, sipping a cup of warm miso broth each morning. No other major diet changes, no extra supplements. Within 2 weeks, the difference was noticeable. The bloating subsided. Her energy levels felt smoother throughout the day, and her appetite seemed more balanced. The power she felt was in the living cultures within the food itself. You can easily explore this too. Try dissolving a teaspoon of quality miso paste in warm, not boiling water for a simple broth. Or add a small serving of naturally fermented pickles or sauerkraut. Check labels for live cultures and avoid excessive sodium as a side dish. Are fermented foods like miso, yogurt with live cultures, or sauerkraut already part of your routine? Comment 7 if yes, or 8 if no. It's about nurturing your internal ecosystem for better balance as you age. Now, let's tackle a food group, often viewed with caution in the West, yet celebrated in Japan for supporting strong hearts. Let's be honest, carbohydrates often get a bad reputation in Western dietary advice. We hear messages like, cut carbs to lose weight, or suggestions that seniors should strictly limit starches. But here's a crucial distinction. Not all carbohydrates are created equal. Some carbohydrates, particularly those enjoyed daily in Okinawa, might actually contribute to a longer, healthier life. Let's focus on the Japanese purple sweet potato, known as beni imo. These aren't just visually appealing, they are nutritional powerhouses. In fact, they traditionally made up a significant portion, sometimes over 60%, of the daily calories for Okinawan centenarians. What makes them so special? They are packed with anthocyanins, potent antioxidants known to protect blood vessels and combat cellular aging. They are rich in fiber, which aids in stabilizing blood sugar levels and supporting healthy digestion. They provide essential nutrients like potassium and vitamin C, important for heart and immune function. Crucially, they have a relatively low glycemic index, meaning they provide sustained energy without causing sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar. Dr. Hinohara often favored sweet potatoes, even over rice, believing they were gentle on the system, yet offered robust protection. Research supported by institutions like the National Institutes of Health has linked diets rich in anthocyanins, found abundantly in purple sweet potatoes and other colorful plants, to better blood vessel function, reduced inflammation, and potentially slower cognitive decline in older adults. Meet Paul, 69. Dealing with prediabetes, he felt fatigued and frustrated. He had been diligently avoiding almost all carbohydrates, including healthy ones. His energy levels plummeted and cravings intensified. His dietitian encouraged him to reintroduce carbohydrates wisely, suggesting steamed Japanese sweet potatoes. Prepared simply, without frying or adding sugars. Paul started adding about half a cup to his lunch. Within just 2 weeks, he noticed his energy lasted longer into the afternoon. His cravings diminished, and his blood sugar readings became more stable than they had been in months. The takeaway is clear. You don't necessarily need to fear carbohydrates. You need to choose them wisely, focusing on whole, unprocessed sources like the long-living people of Okinawa do. Do you enjoy sweet potatoes, whether purple or orange? Let us know with a 9. Now let's move beyond specific foods to the final, encompassing lesson from Japan's oldest doctor, a philosophy for living well. Before we conclude, there's an element often overlooked, yet potentially more powerful than any single food item. It's not just what rests on your plate, but the way you live your life around your meals. Dr. Hinohara didn't adhere to a rigid, restrictive diet plan. He didn't meticulously count calories or macronutrients. Instead, he embraced a rhythm. A simple, joyful rhythm that profoundly shaped his exceptionally long life. His mornings often began gently, perhaps some miso soup, followed by a walk and time for reading. He consciously avoided overeating, not from a place of deprivation, but out of deep respect for his body's needs. He made small choices that added up, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, even well into his 90s. He remained deeply curious, continuing to give lectures and write books. And importantly, he smiled frequently. He famously said, "To stay young, you must have fun." Let's consider Marie, 71. She used to be preoccupied with food labels. Low-carb this, sugar-free that. This constant vigilance left her feeling anxious, always chasing the next dietary rule. Then she learned about Dr. Hinohara's more holistic approach. She decided to shift her focus. She started with a simple 20-minute walk each morning. She began eating her meals more slowly, savoring them. She carved out time for a cup of tea in the afternoon, just to pause and breathe. She even planted a few herbs on her windowsill, finding simple pleasure in watching them grow. This adoption of rhythm changed everything for her. Health, after all, isn't purely physical. It encompasses our emotional and mental well-being too. It has a rhythm. So, as you reflect on the specific foods we've discussed, remember this broader principle. Don't just count grams of protein, also count moments of quiet reflection or connection. Don't just focus on reducing sugar, also focus on increasing laughter and joy. Don't just aim to fix your diet, aim to nourish your spirit. If you're wondering where to begin, start simply. Start joyfully. Start like the doctor who lived to 105 and seemed to smile all the way there. Which part of Dr. Hinohara's lifestyle approach, the walking, the curiosity, or finding joy, inspires you most? Comment 10 for walking, 11 for curiosity, or 12 for joy. Let's take a moment to bring these powerful ideas together. These aren't complex, overwhelming strategies. They are gentle shifts, practiced daily by some of the longest-living, healthiest people on our planet, inspired by the wisdom of Dr. Hinohara. B. Eat until you're 80% full. Hara Hachibu. Aids digestion, boosts energy, supports longevity. Learn to pause and listen to your body. Add more plant proteins. Think tofu, lentils, beans, edamame. They are easy to cook and gentle on the body. Include fermented foods, a spoonful of miso, a bit of sauerkraut, or yogurt with live. Cultures can strengthen your gut and immunity. Choose smart carbs. Embrace complex carbohydrates like sweet potatoes for sustained energy without the spike. Live light, eat light, and smile often. Cultivate a rhythm that includes gentle movement, curiosity, and joy. It's about nourishing your whole self. Each of these principles supports your heart health, brain function, digestion, and overall sense of independence and well-being. And the wonderful part? You don't need to implement everything all at once. Just start with one. One small change. One new food tried. One conscious breath taken between spoonfuls. Which of these 5 principles feels like the easiest or most appealing one to start with for you? Let us know the number 1 through 5 in the comments below. Your choice might just inspire someone else watching. Living a longer, healthier life doesn't require a perfect, rigid plan. It often blossoms from small, steady steps taken consistently, starting today. Try that miso broth. Steam a sweet potato for lunch. Make a conscious effort to smile during your meal. These simple habits accumulate and they truly matter. This journey isn't just about adding more years to your life. It's profoundly about adding more life to your years. If these insights resonated with you today, please consider showing your support with a like on this video and subscribing to Elderly Stories for more conversations about aging gracefully and healthfully. We value your presence in our community. Are you feeling inspired to begin or continue your own longevity journey today? Share a yes in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to sharing more stories and insights with you very soon. Take good care and be well.